Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 10th and final day of the 4th annual Fannie Awards. Come on, everybody. Clap your hands. We're gonna do the twist, and it goes like this. Welcome to day 10, the final day of the 4th annual Fannie Awards. Another Fannie here and gone. Time really does move quickly, but it has been such a pleasure to do this once again with all of you in video form for the second time in a row. And it's just been endless fun. I've had endless fun making them. I hope you've had endless fun watching them. I love hearing your feedback, as always. So thank you for having made it this far. Now, there's only one thing left to do, isn't there? It's time to give out the award for my number one favorite film of the year. When all's said and done, who is taking home the award for the best picture of 2018? Well, my friends, the recipient of that award is a film that I looked forward to quite a bit. And when I was done watching it, I realized, after ruminating on it for a few hours, that I had not just seen another movie. I had seen something entirely more special than that. That's why it was almost a no-brainer that the number one film of 2018 is Avengers: Infinity War. There's a great video essay by film critic Bob Chipman who suggests that when we get to that point in the first Avengers film when the whole team is standing together on the streets of New York, that is the true climax. And the rest of the movie is simply a bombastic celebration of its own existence. I tend to agree. I also believe that Infinity War follows suit, albeit on a much larger scale. In short, this is to this what this is to this. A little over 10 years ago, the short-sighted powers that be in Hollywood were assuring people that shared cinematic universes couldn't be done. Then some people came along and challenged that. They took a risk, they worked hard at making good on an ambitious promise, and now here we are, a decade later. This is the gigantic, juicy, sweet, rainbow-colored fruit that grew from all that labor. That's to say nothing of the movie itself, which is a smorgasbord of visual delights. It's full of so many fist-pumping, awe-inspiring moments that there are fan reaction videos all over YouTube that are almost as long as the movie itself. And this ain't a short movie either. It's an event. It's something the whole world talked about for months afterwards. And the best part is, we're not done yet. The second half of this ginormous epic is still waiting patiently for us at the end of April. There is so much about Infinity War to love. It truly is a celebration of all the hard work that's been put into the MCU over the past decade. It has an exhausting scope, but it never lets that get in the way of those deep personal moments. Fans who walked out crying at the end can definitely attest to this. Avengers: Infinity War isn't just a comic book movie anymore. It's outgrown that, becoming something entirely special. It's physical proof that something bigger and better than this can take shape if it has the right minds behind it. Not everything has to take long-form storytelling to this extreme, but Infinity War shows that you can take long-form storytelling to this extreme and still come away with an astonishingly good final product. And ladies and gents, there you have it. Infinity War, my favorite film of 2018. It is well deserving of that honor. If you are one of the few people left who hasn't seen it yet, you're missing out on something that's just too special for words as far as I'm concerned. So congratulations to Infinity War. And thank you, all of you, for participating in the Fannies this year. Like I said, it's been great fun. I had such a good time making these videos for you. But I want to leave you on some parting words. And if I may be a little bit more serious for a moment, when it comes time to making the Fannies, that usually means that I have to look back at the previous year in film and sort of just scan through it and, remember things I may have forgotten and double check things that I may need to double check. It's essentially just a look back at 2018 as a whole in the world of film. But also it ends up being a look back at 2018 as a whole, just as a year. And for me personally, and I'm sure for many, many, many more people, 2018 was not the best year in the world. I'd go so far as to say it's probably my least favorite year I've been through so far. And hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully nothing ever tops that record. But sometimes life gets messy. It really does. And at this time of year, particularly right after New Year's, we tend to do a lot of reflecting and looking back, whether it's for awards shows like this or whether it's just, for our own personal gratification. So I decided that this year I want to do something a little different. Normally, at the end of the Fannies, I encourage all of you to give me your Fannie results. Who would win these awards as far as you are concerned? What was your top 10? What was your most disappointing, etc.? I love hearing that kind of feedback from you, and I still do. I still would love to hear what each and every one of you thinks your recipients of the Fannie Awards would have been for 2018. But I also want to ask you to do me another favor. When life gets as messy as it tended to get in 2018, when life just really starts to sucker punch everything and stuff just gets shockingly suddenly bad, it seems that there's a growing pattern that the first people we tend to lose faith in is ourselves. Having said that, I would love it if each and every one of you watching looked back at 2018, and yeah, you can think of all the fun films that you loved, that's why we're all here, but also look back and reflect on the you of 2018 and give out the awards that you deserved for the accomplishments that you achieved, because I promise you there are accomplishments there. Maybe you were the most underrated. Maybe you had some kind of outstanding contribution to someone or something. Or maybe you had an original concept that was worth mentioning. Maybe you were somebody's best hero. Whatever it is, be sure to look back at all the accomplishments you made to get this far, to get to where you are right now. Those are the kind of awards that we don't give out as often as we should. And they are something truly special. We can't put them up on our mantelpiece, but if we could see them, it'd be a nice little reminder every once in a while. So thank you very much, all of you, for watching the Fannies and joining me on this 10-day ride through the world of film and crazy superheroes and purple guys with gloves and monsters that have really sensitive hearing and all kinds of crazy shit. I'm so glad to have had you on board for the 2018 Fannie Awards. And barring some kind of crazy natural disaster, I'll see you same time next year for the 2019 Fannie Awards. And of course, you'll find me right here on my channel talking about all kinds of crazy stuff throughout the year in the world of film and television and entertainment, because we love fun stuff like that, don't we? So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Andrew Fantasia. I will see you right here on the channel very shortly. Until next time, my friends, I bid you all a very humble adios.